Hello friends, welcome to another interesting tutorial. Today we are going to be learning how to cut and sew this beautiful dress with leg of mutton sleeve and side cutout gathers. I make this dress for a 6-year-old and it's very beginners friendly. So if you're interested to learn how to make it, keep watching. Right here I have 2.5 yards of crepe fabric and I have a tiny piece for lining the top bodice part. This is just a satin, it's not up to half yards. This is what I'm going to be using to line it. But if you don't have any material for lining, you can go ahead and use facing to turn both the neckline. So right here I have folded my fabric for the top part cutting. The length is going to start from here. This mark here is the starting line, which is also the shoulder line. The length is 11 inches and then I added half inch for joining the top part to the skirt part. So this is the center front while this is the center back. It's going to be having a zipper at the back, and for the zipper allowance I used 1.5 inches. So I'm going to mark the shoulder divided by 2 from the folded part of the front part of the top. Our shoulder is 11.11. 11 divided by 2 is 5.5, and then I'll be adding 0.5 for allowance. So I'll mark 6 inches for the shoulder right here. I'll come down by half inch at the end of the shoulder because the shoulder is sloping, it's not straight. So I'll mark half inch for the slanting of the shoulder. Then for the neck wideness, I will use 3 inches. So I'll measure 3 inches from the front part and then mark it right here. I'll take the shoulder slope line to the neck width. I'll measure the armhole depth from the shoulder slant, and for the armhole depth, I will use 6 inches. On that armhole line, I will also mark the what I have on the shoulder here, which is 6 inches. Let's see. Here I will mark her chest divided by 4. Her chest is 25. 25 divided by 4 is 6.25. So I'll mark 6.2 right here. And then I will add 1.5 inches sewing allowance here. I'll curve out the armhole line like so. On the waistline, I'll simply take out 0.5 inches, 0.5 inches from what I have on the chest line, and I'll be marking 7.5 right here. Then I'll connect the side. I'll go up by 0.5 on the side here and then connect it towards the center. Now for the neckline depth, I will use 3 inches for the front. You can use any neckline shape you want. It must not be squared. You can use circle, you can use V. Or if you are okay with this neckline, you can go ahead and use it. For the back neckline, I will use 1.5 inches. I'll add half inch back here for the joining of the shoulder so that the armhole is not short. I'm going to use these pieces to cut out the lining pieces. I'm going to be turning the top part with the lining. So I simply place the main fabric and the lining together, right sides facing each other, and I'm going to stitch on the squared neckline and then stitch on the side with just a tiny allowance. Okay, I will not take much. Only on the neckline I will use half inch to stitch, and then on the side I'll take about 0.25 to stitch it. Then after I'm done stitching, I'll now turn them out to the right side. After turning the front piece with the lining, I'm also going to be turning the back pieces. For the back pieces, I'll turn the neckline, the center, and the side. Now we are done with the top. Let's head over to cutting of the skirt. Fabric piece for the skirt part. I'll be folding for the front and the back part of the skirt together. The length for the skirt is 18 inches, and the wideness is enough to accommodate her. Waist measurement divided by 4 plus zipper allowance. So I'll be leaving 1.5 inches for zipper allowance right here at the center back. From the waistline, I'll mark out 2 inches. I'm going to come down by 2 inches from the waistline and mark it straight. Now here I'll mark out her waist measurements divided by 4 plus sewing allowance. I'll basically put what I have on the top part here. Now from here, I will come in from the center. From the center, this is the center, right? I will come in by 3.5 inches. I'll mark 3.5 inches all the way down. So right here, I'm going to give it a curve. Just curve out this angle, and that's it. Okay, so from the top here, I came down by 2 inches. I marked her waist measurement divided by 4 plus sewing allowance here. And then I came in by 3.5 inches and then curve it out. This curve is going to have the gathered part. Okay. Now I'll be joining the top and the skirt parts together, both the front part and the two back pieces. So I'm joining them with 0.5, which is the allowance I added for joining. After joining the top and the skirts together, I will go ahead and fold the hem. Next thing I'll do is to join them at the shoulders. So I'll place the front on the back part and then match the shoulder, open up the shoulder lining and the main shoulder fabric and stitch it just the way I'm doing in this video to give a neat finishing around the shoulder. I'll repeat the same process on the other part of the shoulder, after which we'll go and cut the sleeve. For the sleeve, I am going to be folding fabric pieces for the both sleeves at once right here. The length of fabric I have here is 25 inches. This is her sleeve length plus 7 inches extra. Okay, her main sleeve length, that is her full sleeve length plus 7 inches extra. That is the length I have here. So from the top part, I am going to measure 7 inches. I'll mark out 7 inches like this. So the remaining this thing I have here, the remaining length I have here is the one for her full sleeve. So from here I will mark out her armhole depth, that is her arm side. So for her arm side, I'm using 3.5 inches. So on this line, I will mark out her arm measurements divided by 2. I'll mark it right here. Now I'm going to mark the sleeve curve. Right here, I will mark out 3 inches extra. I will measure out 4 inches. And from that 4 inches, I'll curve it down. You see what I did? So I've reshaped the sleeve head. This one is for the puffiness on the sleeve. Now on the wrist, I'll mark out her wrist measurements divided by 2 plus sewing allowance. Let me notch where the sleeve head started right here. So this part will be gathered. I'll gather it to end here on the notch. Gather this part as well to end on the notch. Then I will fold the hem. The sleeve is all done, and now I'll go ahead and attach the sleeve to the dress. I'll fold the sleeve into two, notch the middle point, and then match the middle point to the shoulder of the dress. I'm going to start stitching from the shoulder so it will help me align the sleeve and the armhole. After the sleeves are joined to the dress, I'll go ahead and join the sides. I'll join from the side of the top all the way to the side of the sleeve. I'll repeat this same process for both sides. After that part is done, what I'll do next is to cut the gathered side. For the gathered part, the place I'll be using for the gathers, I cut it as half circle. I didn't know my recording wasn't on. Okay, so I'm going to be showing you how to go about it with a pattern paper. Okay. For the fabric part that I cut out, I used 60 inches wide and 30 inches length. The width is 60 inches, the length is 30 inches. Okay, so the part that is 60 inches is where I'll be folding into two. Okay, so let's say this is the length. This is the length, all right? So I folded it into two. Now I'll be marking the waistline from this angle like this because it is half circle. That is why I folded the fabric into two. If it was full circle, I'll fold it into four. What I did was to get the length from the end of the folded fabric right here. Okay, so from the end, I came up by 17 inches. Okay, so I came up by 17 inches and I marked it. Then on that 17 inches mark, I measured from the tip down. What I got, I took it round like this, positioning my tape on this angle. Okay, so I just measured it round. What I got on my own folded fabric was 13 inches. Okay, but here I am marking 7 inches. So I now marked it like this at the curved waistline. And then I took the length of the skirt round, which I used 17 inches, like I said. So that was how I marked it. That was how I marked it. Okay. So I now cut out like this. I now cut out like this and then cut out the waistline. So that is what I have here on the fabric. You can see. So this is it.
I'll be slitting this into two before I go ahead to gather it so that it will serve for the both sides of the dress. I folded this into two again so that I'll create a slight smooth curve just like this to match with the curve we have on the skirt, on the dress. I hope you get. Okay, just give this a little smooth curve and then I'll go ahead and make gathers. Just gather it. There is no measurement for this. Now I'm going to be joining the gathers to the cutout part of the dress. To do that, I will align the gathers and get the middle point. You have to align this starting from the end of the top of the skirt. Then I'll match the middle point of the gathers to the side joining on the dress, and I'm going to be starting my stitch from the hem, because if I don't start my stitching from the hem, there is a tendency that it is going to be unequal at the hemline. So that is why it is better to start stitching from the hemline. And then when I stitch and then get to the middle point, I have to stop my stitch right there and then take the other side of the hemline and stitch all the way to that middle point where I stopped. I hope you understood. By so I'll not have unequal hemline. Okay, so this is just the best way to go about joining these gathers to the cutout side. Very easy. So same thing I did for one part, I'll repeat the same for the other part. Next, I'll be closing the center back. So I'll start from the hemline and stitch all the way to the place I want my zipper to stop. Now for the zipper opening, I left about 13 inches or 12 inches. Okay, so you can use 13 or 12 inches because the down part is already flared. Okay, it will not be difficult for the girl to put on. After I'm done with that, I'll go ahead and fix the zipper. And that is basically all there is with this tutorial. I hope you found it helpful. I hope you got some tips and tricks to use to make your next sewing project. And here is a reminder that our online kiddies sewing class is happening on the 27th of August, and class is going to last for just 10 days. It is a pre-recorded class. You will get to learn at your own pace. There's no rush, and you have access to ask me questions, or within the period, if you have any sewing projects that you're confused about, you can ask me for guidance and correction. Each class is just 10,000 naira. We have the one for basics. If you want to master the basic sewing of kiddies wear, we have the luxury class, we have the ball gown class, whichever one you want, whether you want to start as a beginner or you want to perfect your sewing skill, all are available. The classes are 10,000 and 15,000 naira respectively, and whichever one you want, we are here for you. My sewing is promised to be very detailed and very simple, so you have nothing to worry about. So if you're interested to register for the class, check the link in the description, and I hope to see you in class.